And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, the forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. The guard pair are Murray and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jokic in at center. Hey, Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that 3-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their 2 best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
And I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong, so deep, so competitive. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Gordon fires the 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Raptors.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to catch up with Denver's head coach. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That'll put Aaron Gordon on the line. Got one on Holmgren. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Collins checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with... Whoa! That's a rugged play.
Gracious.
And Jamal Murray showing that he's capable of moving without the ball to find some points.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Lobbed up there for Collins. Porter with a block.
Porter standing at 6'10", but he's got that huge wingspan, able to swat that one away.
Murray against Dort. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Murray.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Denver grabs the miss. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
4 on the shot clock. Gordon. And there it is for him. Gordon's got 6 points. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush, and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff. Everything happens so fast, but when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Here's Jokic. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And stolen by Murray. Porter inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Porter, no luck. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, but I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And he makes that one.
Impressive decision there as Giddey just shot that one. No hesitation.
Knocks it loose. Williams with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray gets creative around the basket. That time dynamic off the bounce.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Porter.
13 foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Zeke Naji, he's jacked in for Jokic. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Thunder also changing it up. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Josh Giddey.
Well, there's playmaking ability and there's a willingness to attack the basket. And Jackson, good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Collins, good. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
The Nuggets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Reggie Jackson, he's been around a little bit, and he's always been a vocal leader, and that's what we're seeing here. Such a solid all-around game.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter pulls it in. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
Well, right now for Denver, they've done exactly what they set out to do. Start strong, position yourself early, and then make everyone believe you're a championship contender.
In the corner, Wallace with it. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Porter with the steal. Jackson with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Najee, good.
Good recognition from Reggie, the open teammate.
The Thunder with the lead. Wallace looking for an opening. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. A floater, it's deflected, and they're able to recover. And that one's good. Wiggins. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Najee. 5 on the clock. There's Gordon with the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Wiggins against Gordon. Jackson passes to Gordon. Back to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Najee. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Najee's got his second bucket of the night. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Porter. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now, and for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. The guard pair are Murray and Caldwell Pope. It's Najee in at the 5. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it's sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Najee. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. And Christian Brown subbed in for Michael Porter. Giddey kicks to Holmgren. Williams scanning the floor. He feeds it to Holmgren.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
First trip to the line for him here.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Nuggets trail by 5. There's the pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Watson, the pass to Jokic. Good! Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Good luck inside against Jokic, one of the most dominant players in the game right now.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no way he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary. And you have to keep in mind the luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Chalk up 2 there. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Good awareness from Jokic. He sees the shot forming and gets over there for the denial.
Watson's shot is good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the break and speeding them up.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now, here's Watson. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Watson, the pass to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Murray against Wallace. Murray, the pass to Jokic. A slam by Jokic.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too?
Murray with the dunk. Thunder trailing by 4. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between the top players in the organization, that is very, very important for the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations. That is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
A different look for Denver. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Jokic. Luke Kennard comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jackson in for Jamal Murray. Holmgren finds Dort. Giddey, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Naji. Here's Brown. Defended by Dort. Here's Brown. He had 15 points last outing. 5 to shoot. For the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here's Holmgren. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
It's tipped. Jackson with it. To the inside and stolen by Wallace. It's Dort on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Wallace misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Dort. Sinks the 15-footer. Dort's got his first bucket of the night.
Dort stepping in just a little bit and gets to the mid-range and shows some confidence there.
Wallace against Jackson. Inside, Naji. The shot, no good. Good D by Holmgren. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. John Collins, he's checked in for Williams. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Dort. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Jason Wallace.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for Eugene Jr.
Gordon's checked in for Denver Nuggets. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous Alexander. On defense, Oklahoma City trailing by 4. Here's Brown. Right side Jackson passes it to Kennard to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And he stays with it. Pass to Brown. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Goes back up. That one good for 2. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And good that time.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load. SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them, but they're still in the driver's seat.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the pass to Collins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. And here's Kennard. He has yet to score. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
.129 left in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Now Joe. Out to the right wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nuggets foul. Reggie Jackson.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
2 shots.
So he gets them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder out in front. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Judge, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's really stood out for them to this point. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And that'll do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Dort and Williams up in the forward position. Josh Giddey is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Porter against Dort. Jokic, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Murray looking around. Here's Jokic. Jokic cannot be stopped inside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Takes the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Williams in the post. He's against Gordon. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times have coaches employed different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Murray with it. Williams picks him up. Dort against Porter. That one, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Porter against Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter passes to Jokic. Shoots over Holmgren. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jokic. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day.
On that attitude, going by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Here's Dort. Nice D from Porter.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And stolen by Giddey. Dort against Porter. 14 feet away. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Down low. And the rejection by Holmgren.
already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special. It's such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Dort passes to Giddey. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Dort kicks to Wallace. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 7. Porter passes to Gordon. Good D by Holmgren.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That's good from Williams. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Left side, Gordon. Jokic, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-6 run. Wallace dishes to Holmgren. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Fires for 3. And another miss by Denver. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They lead by their biggest margin of the game.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets.
And Jackson with a good read out of the pick and roll.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
OKC ball.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Second, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Denver passing it around. Pass to Brown. Jackson from long range. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 9. Kennard with the rebound. Here's Brown. Wallace covering. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Najee, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Wiggins. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Watson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Brown. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to Collins. Dishes it to Williams. It's hauled in by Watson. Watson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
2 minutes.
Najee passes to Watson. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Wallace. The Thunder leading by 7. Wiggins with it. And there's Collins on the assist by Wiggins.
Assisted by.
And now that's 11 points for John Collins. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 19 points a game. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Wiggins outside. Outside Williams. Here's Collins. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Nuggets trail by 8. Passes to Najee. In the corner, Kennard with it. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. Here's Brown. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Williams dishes to Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Come on, SGA. Putting some sauce on it.
Kennard on the wing. Now the pass to Najee. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
The Thunder have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls for him.
The growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's Murray. To the inside. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kennard. From deep three-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Jamal Murray. Aiden Watson is out there with Jokic. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. On the wing, Giddey. A three-pointer off the mark.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Murray kicks to Kennard. Pass to Jokic. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Shot by Collins, no good.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
To the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
13 feet away. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Murray.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Unable to get that one. Good D by Holmgren. Oklahoma City leading by 10. And it's Giddey in the corner. Dort passes to Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. Basket counts. Giddey's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
I like this for Giddey, making intelligent calls for help to get himself open.
And Murray, here we go.
Point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Outside, Dort. From past the arc. Giddey, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Murray for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. Passes it to Giddey. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray down low. Giddey defending. Outside for Murray. Pass to Brown. Murray against Giddey. Murray, no good. The Thunder leading by 10. Giddey, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Nuggets. Watson's got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Jokic. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in space.
Denver calls timeout. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Jokic. Michael Porter comes in for Christian Brown. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jamal Murray. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Jacks up a three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 6th assist on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
And that one's good by Porter.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Now Dort from downtown hits the three-point bomb.
And this is the area where Dort has really shown some massive improvement. Great touch from that range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. And stolen by Giddey. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 12. The putback, it's hauled in by Watson. Watson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Giddey, and it's blocked.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. And last touch by Holmgren. Williams, he's checked in for John Collins. Gordon against Holmgren. It's Porter outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it. But Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league. In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
And again, Denver no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The second chance effort. Holmgren kicks to Dort. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about KCP, the guard getting in there, being active down low and forcing the defense's hand?
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
The Thunder leading by 11. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Holmgren against Jokic. Giddey kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Murray. Puts up a deep 3. Giddey, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and we just don't want to see that. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front by 9. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
You just look at how smooth that shot is from Porter Jr. From range, he knows what he's doing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray wants it, and he got it.
Oklahoma City lead by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 34.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
And Murray, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his second
I
personal
mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for your Nuggets, Jamal Murray. 2 shots.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
The Thunder shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 6.
SGA quickly becoming the guy you want with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
Here's Porter. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And Porter stepping up wants to take that shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter pulls it in. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Gordon. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. It's Porter outside. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Poked away. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.